morning. Today's topic is about moment area method. The introduction. The idea of moment area theorem was developed by Otto Moore and later started formally by Charles E. Green in 1873. It is just an alternative method for solving deflection problems. In this method, we will establish a procedure that utilizes the area of the moment diagrams to evaluate the slope or deflection at selected points along the axis of a beam or frame. In numerous engineering applications where deflection of beams must be determined, the loading is complex and cross-sectional areas of the beam vary. What is moment area method? This is one of the easiest methods for finding deflection and slope of the beam with the help of area of bending moment of the beam, which is loaded with some load or any moment at any point or on whole span. Scope of the body. When the superposition technique of intermediate beam accelerated according to following reasons restraint and continuous beams differ from the simply supported beams mainly by the presence of redundant moment at the supports, then moment area method can be used. It is convenient to use this method with great advantage in the following type of problems: cantilever beams, simply supported beams carrying symmetrical loading, beams fixed at both ends. Deflection of beams. Assumptions for slope and displacement by moment area theorem are as follows. Beam is initially straight. It is elastically deformed by the load such that the slope and deflection of the elastic curve is very small. Deformations are caused by bending. Theorem 1. The change in slope between any 2 points on the elastic curve equals the area of the M by EI diagram between 2 points. These are the diagrams interpretation of small change in an element. Theorem 2. The vertical deviation of the tangent at any point A on the elastic curve with respect to the tangent extended from another V equals the moment of the area under M by EI diagram between the 2 points A and B. Theorem. This method requires an accurate sketch of the deflected shape employs above two theorems. Theorem 1 is used to calculate a change in slope between 2 points on the elastic curve, and theorem 2 is used to compute the vertical distance. Call it tangential deviation between a point on the elastic curve and a line tangent to elastic curve at a second point. Proof. We know that ignoring the middle term, M by EI is equals to sigma by Y is equals to E by R, where M is bending moment, E is modulus of elasticity of material, I is moment of inertia, R is radius of curvature of the member. For finding slope, for d theta in radians, ds is equals to r dot d theta. So d theta is equals to ds by r is equals to 1 by r into ds. Total change in slope from A to C will be theta is equals to integration of A to C m dot ds by m into ds by ei. The value m into ds in the area of BM diagram. X is the lever arm between the centroid of the BM diagram, bending moment diagram, and the point of deflection under the constellation. Theta is equals to integration of A to C m into ds by ei. That equals to integration of A to C m into x into ds by ei, where m into ds is the area of bending moment diagram, m into x into ds is equals to moment of area of bending moment diagram. Process to draw M by E diagrams, EI diagrams. Determine an redundant reaction that establishes numerical values for the bending moment diagram. Divided moment diagram by EA. Plot the value and sketch the M by EI. Process to draw elastic curve. Draw an exaggerated view of the beam's curve. Recall that points of zero slope occur at fixed supports and zero displacement occurs at all fixed pin and roller supports. If it becomes difficult to draw the general shape of the elastic curve, use the M by EI diagram. Realize that when the beam is subjected to a positive moment, the beam bends concave up, where HE negative moments bends the beam concave down, and change in curvature occurs where the moment of the beam is zero. Process to calculate deviation. Apply theorem 1 to determine the angle between two tangents and theorem 2 to determine the vertical deviation between these tangents. Realize that theorem 2 is in general will not yield the displacement of a point on an elastic curve. When applied properly, it will only give the vertical distance or deviation of the tangent at the point A on the elastic curve from the point tangent at B. After applying either theorem 1 or theorem 2, the algebraic sign of the answer can be verified from the angle of deviation as indicated on the elastic curve. And here is an example. Find the maximum downward deflection of the small aluminium beam shown in the figure due to an applied force. P is equals to 100 newtons and the beam constant flexure rigidity EI is equals to 60 newtons. And the solution is, the solution of the problem consists of two parts. First, a redundant reaction must be determined to establish the numerical values for the bending moment diagram. Then the usual moment area procedure is applied to find deflection. By assuming the beam is released from the redundant end moment, a simple beam moment diagram is constructed as given here. The moment diagram of known shape due to the unknown redundant moment and the formula. So TBA, the moment of inertia at A point, we have to find out. The formula is 1 by EI into the support reactions, and then we get the RB value. From the RB value, we can get the reaction of RA. Thank you.